Hey guys, Weissnwolf here with Red and White Gaming and the Fighting Circus. We wanted to do a brief tutorial on how to counter the Warhammer. With the newest patch today, the two-handed Scottish sword has been nerfed, and a lot of players seem to think that the Warhammer is the new OP weapon. We're here to show you that that's not really the case. I'm a pretty experienced Warhammer player. I've been using it pretty much the last couple months, and I've got a pretty good idea of how most players in the game use the Warhammer. So what we're gonna demonstrate here is I'm gonna role play an aggressive public server Warhammer player, kind of player who's not really too concerned with parrying or good footwork. He is just trying to do as much damage as quickly as possible. And I've got Stabro here with me, and he is in a medium kit with a bill, and he's gonna parry and probably take me down pretty quickly. You ready, Stabro?
Yep.
Alright, here we go. You can see he's getting parry after parry, and I've got a couple shots on him, and my footwork is decent, but I'm just able... Yep, and I'm already bleeding. Well, let me go ahead and bandage Stabro. So pay close attention to what Stabro is doing here. He's keeping his distance, and he's always facing me. He never lets me hold still for a second, Stabro. He never lets me try to circle around here, because this is where a lot of Warhammer players try to hit you. Is they want to swing around you and get this nice swing into the back of your neck, because that's kind of a difficult spot to parry, because you generally parry in front of your body. So let's do this again. Ready, Stabro?
Yep.
You can see all it takes is some good parries. I'm already down, probably about half health. Doing a little feinting here, and I'm bleeding again. It only took Stabro 5 or 6 seconds to get my Warhammer under control with a few quick parries and deal out about 60 to 70% of my health down quickly. Stabro, do you have a sword on you?
Yep.
Well, why don't we try the same thing with a sword here? Ready?
Yep.
See, no matter how quick I try to move, he's always got his front facing me. He's not allowing me to get around him, and he's blocking all my attacks and getting those good thrusts in, that good piercing damage.
Unfortunately, with the sword, it's only 4 or 5 damage per piercing hit.
Right.
I'm bleeding.
Okay. We're going to go back to the bill.
Sure.
Okay. We weren't having too much success with the sword there. Primarily, even though you could see Stabro was getting quite a few good parries in. Is that the Castilian sword you're using?
That's a longsword.
Yeah, the majority of those swords just simply don't deal enough damage to last, especially in the medium kit. So let's go back to the bill here and see how he does. You ready?
Yep.
So even if I tried to parry, the Warhammer's ready up time simply isn't fast enough for me to drop that parry back down.
Oh, my bad.
So what he's doing, no matter where I attack, no matter the attack sequence, he's just following my my player character's animation, the arm swings, which with the Warhammer is pretty obvious. And even if the Warhammer can land that first hit and attack and begin or initiate that that deadly attack sequence. As long as you can get a parry in there and that one repost, you can completely recover. You ready?
Mm.
You see, I got a good 33 on him, and he kept his distance, didn't panic. Yeah, I'm gonna bandage more quickly so you know.
Yeah, I don't have the perk.
What a lot of players like to do, a lot of inexperienced players, is they, especially once they start taking damage, they try to go blow for blow with the Warhammer, and that simply doesn't work. Even though you can probably attack more quickly, you're not going to be able to keep up with the damage. And even a decent Warhammer player is going to be able to land his hits pretty consistently, and your minimum damage, generally speaking, is going to be in that 28 to 38 range. So keep in mind, just keep your distance, parry, and get those reposts in. You ready?
Yep.
You can kind of see how I'm trapped. The minute he parries me, I've got about a second and a half stun lock. And that's a perfect example of how critical those parries are. We'll do one more round here. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. So this time I'm going to play a little bit more defensively, and you'll be able to see that as long as Stabro uses good footwork and distance, he's not going to have any problem killing me. Because I just can't, I have to be in that range there. If I hang back here, I'll probably be able to pick up 70% of the parries, and it'll look like we're having a great duel, but I'm just in no position to repost because he can either bandaging. I won't be able to close the distance in time because his lighter kit will allow him to move away. Well, guys, I hope you liked our little video here. And I believe our next one we're going to do is advanced melee. Stabro, is that right?
Yep, looking into it now.
Okay. So long for now, and we look forward to seeing you on the servers. Bye bye.